My speech will be a toast today, and I'd like to propose a toast to my dad. We're all gathered here to celebrate his 60th birthday, which is quite a milestone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Leo. I'm his son. Today I'd like to talk to you about some of the qualities that I see in my dad that make him very important to me. He is a man that wears many hats, which most people cannot say. They have skills as diverse as he does. He is a hardworking and inspirational individual, and he is an amazing father and role model to both my brother and I. First of all, I'd like to discuss with you about some of the things you may or may not know about him. As I said earlier, he is a man that does wear many hats. He can fix just about anything, be it a tractor, a car, something around the house. Whatever's broken, if you hand him a task, he will be able to complete it more often than not. And also, he is a college professor, a civil engineer, and an entrepreneur. So he definitely has some diverse job skills. And for those of you that did not know, he's actually quite the adventurer. He's traveled the world very extensively. And one such story I'd like to share with you is that one time he was in Pakistan doing some research. This was quite a few years ago. And he got thirsty, so he went into a restaurant to order a cup of tea. He was pouring his tea, and a cockroach swam right out of his spout into his cup. So that must have been quite the surprise for him. Also, don't tell my mom I said this, but I think he's a better cook than her. He is definitely an excellent cook. He knows many people from many different ethnic backgrounds, mostly due to his college years, and he learned how to cook a lot of different types of food. But at the end of the day, if we're going over to someone's house for dinner, or we're having people over to our house for dinner, everyone says, please make potato salad for us. He's very famous for that. And also, for those of you that are comfortable enough to ask him just about whatever's on your mind, questions, he is intimidatingly intelligent, and he always has an answer to a question, no matter what it is. And most of the time, it is spot on. He is also a hardworking and inspirational individual. He has 2 college degrees. He has a master's in geology and a PhD in civil engineering. And having said that, this does mean he has to work a ton. And that kind of goes without saying, that he would be extremely successful from all this hard work that he does. He's also very well known in our local community. He's served on positions for the city, for the university, just for a lot of different things. And in his profession, he's very well known. Finally, I'd like to talk about how he's been an amazing father and role model to both my brother and I. Most importantly, he's always been there for me, no matter if it's a good season or a bad season in life. There's been some rather tough times in my life when my mom was not there for me, and he was there by my side through this all, even if it wasn't easy, which I bet it wasn't for him. And also, he's been an encourager. There's, as I said, life has its goods and its bads, and he's always encouraged me, mostly in my academics and when things are difficult, but I've always been successful because of his great support of me. Also, I do feel that he's a very loving dad, and I'm sure my brother Sam would be able to speak testament on the same thing. And he's given my brother and I lots of experiences that most people would have been able to have in their life. We've taken lots of trips that are very unique. This is one such trip that's pictured here. Got to be that close to some boats. They've just done a lot of exploration and gone a lot of places that many people would not be able to go, much less have the opportunities to go. He's also taught me lots of invaluable skills. Most importantly, I'd say honesty and hard work, and that's what's going to make you or break you in this life. So you might as well put in your best effort and be honest in everything that you do. And also, he's taught me how to fix lots of things, which I say is always a good skill, because it's a little bit more than turning a wrench. But in conclusion, I'd like to wrap up what I said today. I talked about how my dad was a man who is very diverse in his skills, how he's a hardworking and inspirational individual, and how he's been a wonderful father and role model to both my brother sometimes we really don't give our parents the credit that they deserve for all that they do for us, and I'd just like to use this speech as a way to give him just a little bit more credit. So, Dad, here's to the next 60 years. Thank you.